I've had the LUNYEE 320 Nova for over a month now and reviewed it where it showed it can easily handle all sorts of wood and even deep cut aluminum projects. If you've been watching my channel, you know I like to make things that I can sell, and this machine is firm and fast enough to do it all. So that's why I chose it to make this video for desktop CNC items that can sell. I want to concentrate on a few things that can monetize this machine, either via custom work or artistic pieces that I can put on a marketplace for sale. On my last video I made a ring box out of purple heart, then made a similar one out of a big block of aluminum. All great potential sale items, but here's something more proven and custom examples. At 300 by 200 millimeters, this machine is big enough to make pieces at around 7.5 inches wide and nearly a foot long. I've been buying on Etsy lots of designs that I've made on CNCs in the past, but when it comes to making ones this size, it'll either take a long time or you better have the power to remove bulk materials fast. And this is what I want to try to do today on the 3020 Nova, starting with the 1/4 inch flat bit, removing most of the materials in a 3D serving tray. I found this design of an oval tray in the shape of a face. That would be perfect for this, as it nearly maxes the vertical ability of my detailed 1/8 inch bit with its depth, which will be a good test for the machine. For the first step in the G-code creation, I make sure to ignore all details, so it doesn't just do a crude version, but prepare the canvas for the future bit, as fast and efficient as possible. It should give me a big layered mess, but something that the 1/8 bit can easily turn into nice 3D art quick. As you can see, I'm maximizing the use of my piece of cherry, enough that I had to redo my program at 95% scale. I wasn't taking into account the thickness of my bit enough. Once that's done, this is where I take out the smaller, round bit to clean up the detail in an operation called parallel, where it runs line per line, getting all the 3D details down from the mass of materials removed previously. This is very fast, takes about 10 minutes, saves a ton of time and broken bits from doing all the bulk with the small bit. After that, since I've added tabs to keep the pieces attached to the wood, I have to give the sides a quick sanding, and it's ready to finish. I've sold many pieces of CNC art so far, as well as laser engraved art, and it's all from files I buy on Etsy, with full commercial rights. It's a great product that's easy to store, make multiples of, as long as you can manage the CNC time. The costs are super low. Later, I'll get back to wood with a huge maple slab that I'll make into a hot product that sells, but for now, I'll get some exciting work making a Matt Bill's keychain from a block of aluminum, as an example product that can be made and sold for custom work. I designed this quick and easy shape in Millmage, Lightburn's company's CNC app, designed to be cut on my slab of 6mm aluminum, the perfect thickness for this. I split the operations between different files, as I'll be changing tools at some point also twice. First, I carve out the middle pocket, the deeper part minus the text and logo, and in the same operation I cut out the keychain hole with a digging operation. Next, even if I'll be back to this bit later, I switch to the V-cut bit to carve my logo, because I want to carve on a stable piece of aluminum, not the cut keychain that will be loose once cut, which is why I keep it for the last step. The logo is coming out nice, but seeing the sticky chips of aluminum, maybe I could have went deeper or just faster. Aluminum can do that when it heats, and it heats when overworked or being worked too slow. As you can see though, it basically wiped off with my finger, so no issue there. Next, back to the flat end 1/8" bit. I cut the outside hole which goes around the keychain hole in a rounded shape. For this, since I'm cutting full width of the bit all the way down, I'm taking less depth per cut as I was in the other step. It's still done super fast, as the sidewalls are awesome, ready to go after sanding the edges barely to avoid them being sharp. It looks awesome. I'm going to use it to help not lose my dust collection controller, and it's perfect for an example piece to put on the marketplace as an example. The next one could be my most profitable one. It's a climbing hold for indoor climbers, an increasingly popular sport where many people want to practice at home using the very thing I'm about to make. From this thick piece of maple that's actually a bit too thick for this, I'll make a piece that can make more than the 10-foot board cost. Since I don't want to use my planer for such a short board, I'll use this machine's power and speed to my advantage using a flattening bit to remove the 8mm extra I don't need. In 4 super fast passes of 2mm I was done, and my piece of wood is now flat and ready to make my piece. I'm going to do the same parallel step I did earlier on this, which is why there's so much materials left. This build maxes pretty much the machine from the Z carriage height to the typical bits that you'll find in 1/4 inch. After a quick sanding to make sure it's really smooth for the fingers, no cheating, no extra grip for the climbers, I set it up on my ceiling beam where I can now get some workouts in a totally safe area over my router table. This will be perfect to take a few pics to sell on the marketplace, but personally, I plan to keep the gym in the gym, which I'm so lucky to be very close to, a very short walk away. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more CNC and non-CNC content. Thanks to LUNYEE for sending this machine over a while ago for review. It was a pleasure to work on, and I plan to run a lot more projects on it. You can check the 3020 Nova in the description. See you soon for more builds and tools.